Well, hello there. How's it going? How's the family? How's work? How's school? Uh, anyway. Let's get into this. Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic, and the only podcast that gives you not one but two reviews in one video. That's right. We do NXT and Ring of Honor. One video, one shot, because we don't make you wait. We don't. And because we don't really have time to do separate. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. Anyway, so I haven't decided which one we're gonna do first. So we're gonna kind of eeny meeny miny NXT. We're gonna start off with NXT because I don't know. I just saw Charlotte and I was like, okay, let's start off with Charlotte. So we open up the show. They did do a little bit of a. I think this week was the one where they did the had Roddy Piper's face on the Titantron. They didn't really do any like special video package or anything. They did one on Raw, but they didn't really do anything too special on NXT. Which I mean, I don't know how much he had to do with NXT itself. I know Dusty Rhodes had a lot to do with NXT. He did the promo classes and everything like that. I don't know how much Roddy had to do with it. But it was cool that they at least did something. So we open up with Charlotte versus Bayley, which was a good match. Something about it though, to me, just it didn't make me excited like usual. This could have been because I had watched Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor right before this, which, friendly reminder, don't watch Ring of Honor before anything ever because it's gonna ruin the next thing that you watch because Ring of Honor is awesome. And plus, I think I've just seen Charlotte and Bayley so much that it's like it's kind of getting to the point where they should both be on the main roster, especially Charlotte. They've been trying to get her up there. They put her and then they bring her back to NXT. And it's like, what are you doing? But anyway, it was a good match. It was kind of Bayley's proving herself. If she can finally beat Charlotte, she can say that she's one of the best in NXT. It is also didn't to me. And this was kind of throughout the whole show. I don't know if anyone else picked up on this, but to me, it kind of felt like there wasn't much life in the crowd. It didn't feel like this week. They kind of felt a little bit dead. But it kind of picked up a little bit after Bayley reversed the figure eight. It seemed to really pick up. Bayley did get the win, so I don't know what to do with this next. She finally, was able to beat, Charlotte. They're good friends, so it was kind of a friendly rivalry thing. But I'm wondering what they're going to do with her next. If they're going to put her back into the NXT Women's Title picture that they've put her in and taken her out of, and put her in and taken her out of, or what they're going to do. So any thoughts on this opening bout, as I'm going to start calling them, because I want to be fancy.
Opening bout. Opening bout, huh? Okay, all right. Well, we'll go with that, I guess. But I love how Bayley started with the aggression. But it was much to the no sale of Charlotte in that early going, and I was like, okay, we see this aggression, and then Charlotte's like, yeah, whatever. I love some of the false finishes in this match. The figure eight, I think, has really been improved as a move recently, like as far as the selling is concerned, because every time on Raw when she locks it in, it's over. So I feel like maybe that's why I felt like this match was going to end when she locked in the figure eight. And I thought that was a really good, false finish, because if you notice on Raw, she always ends up winning by the figure eight. Charlotte, that is. So I feel like it was a really good false finish to use the figure eight in this match. I love the backslide transition into the Bailey to belly that ended up being for 2, and then the Bailey to belly from the top. Got my voice all high and stuff, and I was hype for the Bailey to belly. Well, from the second rope, but pretty much the top. So I thought this was a good match. I feel I understand what Casey's saying with the whole like they faced before, but Charlotte's on the main roster, so I expected her to put Bailey over here, um, and I expect Bailey to, if not get the women's title, get the NXT women's title, be at least good enough to be close to it, to where it's like between her and Becky Lynch, because obviously it will be soon, but I feel like with Becky Lynch even being on the main roster now, it feels like it's Bailey's time to shine. I was talking to Casey about, we saw an article where it was like the top 10 NXT superstars who won't make an impact on the main roster, and Bailey was in that discussion. And I feel like Bailey's like a perfect fit for the main roster, especially for what WWE's trying to go with the PG thing and the kid friendly thing. I feel like Bailey's perfect because she's happy, she's cheery, she gives out the little slap bracelets. I want a slap bracelet. She hugs everyone. I feel like she's perfect for what they're trying to go for. I feel like she's like what a spitting image of what WWE wants to be, and she's a good wrestler at that. Which I think that was the majority of the article that was made, was more so about because they're wrestlers, that's the issue. But nonetheless, I thought this was a good match, and I was thinking about that like as I saw a lot of people in this NXT show, and I was like, but she's like perfect for the main roster. So
I don't know, because I feel like WWE doesn't really know what they are going for anymore. For a while there, they were trying to, for the past 10, 15 years, it has been that PG era. Cena's been on the top, it has been that PG era. And a while back, they were talking about how they were trying to get out of the PG era. They were trying to go for more of a reality era. And they said that would take, it wasn't going to be overnight. It was going to take a while. So it's kind of confusing, because it's like, okay, are we staying in the PG era? Are you going to this new reality era? What's really going on? And then once we know that, we'll kind of have a better idea, who will, thrive on the main roster, who maybe their character needs to change a little bit. I think Bailey would be good on the main roster. I think her character does need to get a little bit edgier, just a tiny bit, because even the kids on watch the Raw and SmackDown, they're not gonna, always want the wacky. Although you do always want wacky waving and playful arm flailing tube men. That's never gonna change. But she does have to kind of get a little bit more serious, especially if she's gonna be going for the Divas title, which is a butterfly. But nonetheless, but yeah, that list, we might have to do a video on that list, because there was a bunch of people that I think would be amazing that already are on the main roster that do awesome. Like Sami Zayn, he was on the main roster and everyone loved him. But anyway, getting back into this, that'll probably be another video that we do, hopefully. But next, Michael Cole sits down with Kevin Owens and basically asked him if the apology that Owens gave William Regal after he had attacked him after the world title contract signing was heartfelt. Owens says yes. The interview kind of turns into basically Owens proposes a ladder match for the title match. So that'll be exciting. We haven't really seen too many. I think we saw maybe one ladder match in NXT. I feel like there was one. But I've seen haven't seen Finn Balor in any ladder matches personally, but I've seen Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen in ladder matches in Ring of Honor. So I think he could bring a lot to the table just with that. I think there was actually a Kevin Steen versus El Generico really good ladder match. If you get a chance, go watch that. That was amazing. But I'm excited about that. I think they could definitely, get a really exciting match. So anyway, any thoughts on the interview or the proposed ladder bout? Sorry, they're not matches, bout.
I love how Kevin Owens just gets up and walks away just whenever he feels like it. Um, I love the sarcasm he uses when he talks to people. I think that's something that we haven't seen in a while. Like, someone who's good sarcastically. He kind of started with that kind of "we're not so different, you and I" type of thing with William Regal, and then he kind of turned it around on him. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for the ladder match. And it was a good way of putting it in there, like making it seem like William Regal may screw him, so he should make it so he should, suggest a ladder match. I kind of like how they kind of turned that around instead of making it, hey, let's just have a ladder match just because. I think this is a good way of kind of, making it more realistic. But the last ladder match we saw with in NXT was Neville versus Bo Dallas when Neville ended up winning the title. So, I think it could be pretty good. That ladder match was pretty good. I think this one could be better though. Now that they kind of have had one before, they've had the experience to have one, and obviously these guys have experience having ladder matches in the past. At least Kevin Steen does so, or Kevin Owens does so. I'm excited for it. I kind of like that this interview was in the it wasn't in the NXT arena. It was kind of in the Raw arena, which I liked it, but it was random, because I was like, why would you just be randomly just sitting in the ring, just happening to have an interview, with none of the crowd or anything like that, it was just kind of weird. But they had like the little NXT backdrop, behind it, and I'm like, all right, kind of confused, but okay. I kind of liked it. Obviously it was because Michael Cole was there, and Mr. Big Time, you got to be in the real, quote unquote real arena, So that's what it was, But I'm excited for it though. I want to see how it goes. Definitely want to see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely excited for that. I don't know. Maybe I overthink things, but I feel like, if Regal wanted to, he could still, screw Kevin Owens over. I mean, come on. But I don't know. I felt like the only way they couldn't, if there was like a steel cage match or a Hell in a Cell match, which we haven't had
a TNA Asylum match.
Anyway, before we get crazy ideas, that'll never happen because sad face. We get another Bull Dempsey getting in shape video. This time showing him taking it a little bit more seriously, and then it's to be continued. So, I have nothing to say. Thoughts?
Okay, so these were my thoughts at that moment when I didn't know there was going to be a part two. I was like, would this be like a coming of age? I'm like logically trying to think about this. I'm like, would this be like a coming of age thing for my boy Bull Dempsey here, or what's going on? I love how he gave the dap to Andre. Giving major cool points for me. Giving him the good old pound over there. The plan was to do it right this time, and then when he's going for the bench press, I was like, they couldn't even give my dude one rep. Like they couldn't give him one rep. They had to like cut it off right there. And obviously that was in that moment of the to be continued type of thing. I don't know what they're doing with this. I try to think logically about it, and then I think about it, and it's not very logical. So, I have no idea what the plan is with Bull Dempsey right now.
I know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be the vending machine fight. It's not even going to be a match. It's just going to be a fight. It's going to be great. I'm excited. So next we got Baron Corbin versus Steve Cutler. It wasn't Jay. The only thing I wrote about this match was, well, there was a punch and an end of days. That's about it. There was a punch and an end of days. Thoughts on not Jay Cutler being destroyed?
Yeah, typically Jay Cutler, when he comes out there, he usually gets destroyed in, against the Packers and, stuff like that. But, we had Steve, his brother, Steve Cutler. It had a typical, same demeanor here. I'm about to get killed. I quit. I don't even know. I think I looked down and it was over. Like, I don't think I even saw the end of days. I was like, oh shoot, it's over. Ding ding. Heard the bell. Like, well, all right. And the land of logical thinking for me, this show. I was like, well, maybe what's gonna happen is, and this is in the moment here. I'm like, maybe one of the newer guys is gonna end up, being a squash match, but it's not gonna be a squash match. They're gonna actually give him a chance to do something. Because I was like, maybe like Uha Nation, what do they call him now, Apollo Crews or whatever. Maybe he would be the guy who would kind of end up being like this jobber guy, or Baron Corbin would think he's this jobber guy, and then he would end up actually putting up a good fight and maybe even winning. I was kind of trying to think about this because I'm like, they can't keep doing this and keep me interested. They've got to do something to keep me interested. So I'm like, maybe it's going to be one of these new guys that we know they signed that just hasn't been used yet. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for Baron Corbin. I try my best to like Baron Corbin. He struggles to fall out of the ring, but other than that, I like him.
He struggles at the simplest thing in existence, falling out of a ring. That I don't know. I know that happened like 2 months ago, but still, it's like, how do you? I don't know. So next, hey, why don't we go to William Regal's office? Seems like a nice place. So that's where we're gonna go. Bayley comes in because apparently she wanted to see Regal. I wish they would, let us know before, because it's like, oh, I didn't know she wanted to see Regal. Like, it's weird to me that, we don't know that people wanted to see Regal until they show up in his office. It's like, can we see the appointment card, please? Like, can I see Regal? Like, do you just have to automatically want to see Regal and then you just show up there? I don't know. But she says that she's been on a roll lately and just beat Charlotte. So she requests an NXT women's title shot. So next week we will see Becky Lynch face Bayley for the number one contendership. Trying to take the number one contendership away from my girl Becky Lynch. Why would you do that? Oh, horrible idea. But I'm excited for the match. I feel like it'll be a good match. Even though my girl Becky's gonna take it. Because she's the next champ. Just saying. The champ is here, and her name is Becky Lynch.
Oh.
No. Thoughts?
Let me see. Let me think. Let me think about this here. Yeah. So you just show up whenever you want to, and sometimes you don't even have to walk up. Like sometimes you just appear in Regal's office. I'm about to just start using my magical powers. I'm gonna go jump in the trash can in the kitchen and see if maybe I just appear in Regal's office. You might see me on NXT next week. But yeah, I'm more excited for Bayley and Becky Lynch. I was like, Regal said that Bayley is his niece's favorite superstar, and I was like, shenanigans, screw job, maybe, because I was like, I don't think you dropped that bomb, you don't drop that hint without something coming. So, watch out, Becky Lynch, watch out, his niece coming for you. His niece is coming for you. She's coming. But I'm excited for this match, though. It's going to be really good. Bayley, if you win, I'll give you a hug. If you lose, I'll give you a hug. Hugs all around. Yeah, Bayley hugs. No other type of hugs. There's no other type of hug but Bayley hugs. So, Bayley, I got you. If you're struggling, if you need a hug before the match, got you.
All right, he's thrown down the hug challenge, I guess. I don't know. Next, we got a guy that I don't think will take the hug because you're an uggo. Just saying. Sorry, I don't think so. He thinks so. I don't think you're an uggo. I disagree with him. It's how it works. We got Tyler Breeze versus Aaron Solo, I think was his name. They need to, say these names a little clearer so we know, for these jobbers. So I'm gonna give this match to the one and only DJ, who may or may not be an uggo. I don't know. I haven't asked Tyler Breeze. I don't know. I think we're all uggos to him. I just,
we might be, but me and Tyler Breeze, we boys, So I think we about on the same terms, When I put my smartphone up, and I make my selfie face, we good, But yeah, Eric Solo, WWE. First off, you have the technology. Just why don't you just slide me a lower third under there so I know exactly who these people are. It's just easier. I can read it. I can hear it, then I can read it. That's 2 times, and now I know his name forever. Because it went in the brain 2 times, so we good. But no, they want to use one, so now I don't know what the man's name is and who he is or nothing. So first off, I was like, so should we just call this show Already in the Ring? Because this is the second time tonight. This is the second time. Okay, I need an entrance. I need some entrances from these people. I want to feel like I'm a real superstar. So if I come to WWE today, I better get an entrance. Darn it. Okay. but Breeze hit him with the stomps, and then just eventually just hits the beauty shot for the win. That's just kind of how it was. This was pretty much a Baron Corbin match. This is pretty much all it was. I thought Baron Corbin had stepped back into the ring to fight this Solo fella. I didn't know what was going on, but we had some post match shenanigans. Obviously it was with Regal, because shenanigans. Like I said, his niece was there. She was in the crowd or something. But after the match, Regal comes out and he says that he's been searching all over the world, to find an opponent, suitable for the Tyler Breezes. And it's going to be Jushin Thunder Liger. I still don't know how to spell Jushin, so I tried my best. But Jushin Thunder Liger, which I think is going to be pretty cool. Somebody different, somebody that's a little bit different. I don't know. I know I was talking to Casey about this, and he was like, "I'm interested now." I don't know if this is the guy he was thinking of. I kept it away from him. I take it he stayed away from the human spoiler machine because it's a machine. It just goes. It just runs. But I'm excited for this match because Jushin's really good. And my boy Tyler, he's really good too. So then we ended up getting a video package on Jushin just in case you don't know who he is. He was in WCW back in the day, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, you got any thoughts on the King of Cute Bill?
Yeah, it was basically a Baron Corbin match. Baron just dressed up like Tyler Breeze. That's really what happened. I was surprised that it was Jushin Thunder Liger. And again, I felt like there was next to no reaction from the crowd. Like you could have heard a pin drop, and which was kind of sucks. But I mean, I'm excited. It's cool that Jushin Thunder Liger is going to be in WWE NXT now. Because he's never been in WWE before, which is surprising. He may have had 1 or 2 matches back when, in like the Attitude Era, when WWE was bringing in occasionally some international stars for matches, but they only did that for a short period of time. It felt like, but I'm excited for it. It's unfortunate at this point because, he is still really big, over in Japan, internationally. But I feel like his peak for the, American fans at least was back when, when he was in WCW. That was, of course, back when WCW had its big kind of cruiserweight peak when they had all these, stars from Japan, Mexico, coming in. So I feel like that was his peak for American fans. There's still the hardcore American, fans that, still follow him. But I think they're going to have to kind of be introduced to him again, unless you're older like us and kind of remember him, or watch New Japan or, any other, international wrestling, which unfortunately, unless you go to like watch wrestling, you kind of have to scour the internet or pay, which is unfortunate. But I'm excited to see, just what he brings, to see if they're just going to keep him on NXT to kind of help younger stars, or if they're going to eventually try and kind of get him up on the main roster for anything. Because I feel like some of these guys, like, Jushin Thunder Liger, Samoa Joe, Rhino, they don't necessarily need them on the main roster, but it would be cool to see them on the main roster. I feel like they're more beneficial to the younger kind of stars coming up, helping them kind of, teaching them how to do matches, how to do promos, things like that. But I'm just excited about it. I think it's going to be a good match anyway. But like I said, not who I expected. I was kind of surprised.
Who are you expecting?
I don't know. I couldn't think of anybody specifically. I was like, I was trying to see whose contracts were coming up. I looked online a little bit, but I didn't really see anybody.
I expected Nakamura.
Yeah. I don't know. But so next we got an Apollo Crews, aka Uhaa Nation, promo for his debut at TakeOver. Very impressive, from what they showed of him kind of training. He's in really good condition. I've like I said, I've definitely heard of him in the past, but I haven't really seen much of him. I think I forgot where he wrestled before. Not for PWG.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason I was thinking it was in Japan somewhere, but probably PWG too. But I'm excited. He definitely is impressive from what I've seen. So I'm excited. Any thoughts on this promo?
Yeah, I was definitely excited going into this video package or whatnot. It was kind of cool to see the shots of him training and in the performance center. He looks really good, like physically, like he looks like he's in shape and whatnot. And I mean, not that he's like been like just chilling in the barracks or anything. Basically, like I think I don't know what took him so long to like push him to NXT. I feel like they've had him signed for so long, and I've been excited to watch him because I've never seen him actually. I think maybe have seen highlights from random PWG shows, but I haven't really seen him. And apparently, we were told, I think it was 2-3 months ago, he was God's gift to wrestling. Remember that? Remember that commentator that said he was God's gift to wrestling? So, that'll be interesting. So yeah, I mean, he hasn't. I think he was in PWG. I haven't seen much of him though. I'm excited to see him though. Obviously the guys they bring in are really talented, and they have a lot more room to work in NXT than they do on the main roster. So I want to see who he faces first, and see how it goes. He almost looked as good as Eva Marie, training out there, working hard, you know. No, but seriously though, I'm really excited about this guy. Um, I want to see what he can do.
Eva Marie. Anyway, so next, Byron Saxton interviews Finn Balor, asks him about Kevin Owens' actions at the contract signing and his request for a ladder match. Didn't really write too much about this. Did you have any thoughts on Finn Balor's thoughts? I want your thoughts on his thoughts.
Not really. I just like the length of this interview. For some reason, it felt long. Like it didn't feel long in a bad way. Like it felt long. Like I was intrigued to listen to more of it. I just like the length of it. And I like the dynamic that Finn Balor doesn't have to be ridiculous with this demon gimmick thing that he's going with. Like he doesn't have to be like ridiculous and never talk. I like that he can still talk and still kind of be himself, but it's like he goes into another place when it's a big match. I just like that dynamic.
Yeah. Next, we get Dawson and Wilder. We both can't talk. Dawson and Wilder versus the Hype Bros. Yeah. Really good tag team match. Definitely, great example of NXT kind of building up their tag teams right now. I feel like they're definitely focusing on some of the tag teams that we haven't really had much focus on in the past, like Dawson and Wilder. I love the teamwork between Mojo and Ryder. Ryder definitely kind of makes me like Mojo more. Before he was okay, but I just but you had my boy Zack Ryder in there, and I'm hyped. I'm getting hyped. I don't know if I'm staying hyped, but I'm getting hyped. I gotta work on my stamina for the hypeness. After the match, Dawson and Wilder attack Ryder and Mojo. Ryder and Mojo did win. I should say Ryder and Raleigh if I'm doing last names. Ryder Raleigh. Yeah, I like that. So hopefully we're going to be getting a good feud here. I feel like this could be definitely a good feud. So maybe we'll get a match at TakeOver. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. We'll see. I don't know. Thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed this match. I like Dawson and Wilder. Finally, we get a tag team that's not dressed in singlets, just random singlets. At least with Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, they're not like generic. Usually the singlet tag teams are generic, but like I'm glad we got this. Like we got Dawson and Wilder who are just like different. And come on, Casey. The only reason you didn't like Mojo Rawley, cause you ain't hype. Come on, you ain't hype. Come on. But the hype bros. I love how they were in control early, cause he won't hype. He just won't. He won't hype, man. That's just what it was. Love Mojo's energy. I don't know how he does it, but I love it. Like he just jumps around like he's like a little kid, man. He's just always moving. Even on the turnbuckle, he's like just going, just over there going. I love the Samoan like face buster that Mojo did, and then I like the hype rider too. Definitely a big fan of this. Hopefully this feud, please feud, please. And after the match, with the Shatter Machine, love that move. I love that move, but the crowd must pop for that move to get over. It's a good move, but if the crowd looks at it like they don't know what's going on, then it's not going to get over with anyone. So, crowd, wake up, please. Thank you. I will call you back, in a little bit, set your alarm or something, like, I really like that move. It didn't look as good this week as it did the first time they did it, but, that move is really, it's a really cool move. It's similar to the 3D, so I like it. I'm a fan.
So, yeah, you're a fan. I get it. Even though whatever. Next, I'm gonna give my boy DJ this segment because it has his favorite tag team, the Vaudevillains.
Oh, yeah. So we got the Vaudevillains, baby. The Vaudevillains. They just happened to be in the office of Regal. I think they jumped in my trash can. It was a little bit broken when I got here, so they jumped in my trash can. They just happened to be there. They're in the office with William Regal. And they're talking about how Shivery and how then they got screwed, they got slapped. They didn't even say they got screwed, which I thought was really funny. They got their rematch without saying they got screwed, because basically they said Alexa Bliss slapped us, and that was pretty much the way they got their rematch. You know, I like the dynamic where they're gonna get a rematch, but they gotta find some way to contain Alexa Bliss. I have a plan. The penalty box. King of the Mountain is coming to WWE. It's coming to WWE. Oh wait, no. Wait, what's that? Yes. What's your plan to contain her?
I'll hold her.
I knew that was coming. Alexa Bliss. If you need a night off, we got a McDonald's around the corner. Hardee's, Long John Silver's. I'll take you wherever you want to go. We got Walmart. If you like to chill. I got you, Alexa, because Blake and Murphy they ain't a good team for you. I got you. But I don't know. I want to see how they actually contain her. Maybe they'll put her in a container. But they should the penalty box. Obviously. Where's that machine that that Mr. Anderson built with his bare hands? Bring that thing to NXT. Do you have to pin her to put her in the penalty box, or how do you do that?
I don't know, but I'll hold her and Emma. I'll hold both of them.
What about Dana Brooke?
No.
If you got Emma, Dana Brooke's got to tag along. So
she's not allowed to tag along. She'll just botch it. Oh. So next we get the continued saga of Bull Dempsey getting in shape. Again, I don't know what to say about this. I don't know where they're going with this. It was basically Rocky. Thoughts on WWE's Rocky?
My first thoughts was he did it, because we come back to the bench press, and he did a couple of reps, and I was hyped. Obviously after the Hype Bros match, I was definitely hyped, and he's putting in the work, and he did the little speed drill with the rope and everything. I was like, you see those legs? See those legs moving? Look at that man. He is getting in shape, baby. And then they did the whole thing with that he had to lift the tire. And I love how just the moral support was what helped him, nothing else, just the moral support, and he overcame the odds. You know who they should have had come in there? He didn't need all this moral support. All they needed was John Cena with his broken freaking nose to come in there with his Hustle Loyalty Respect shirt on, throw up the sign, and he would have did it immediately. He would have did it probably 5 times at least. They just needed Cena in there. That's what they needed. But I think it was probably that cute blonde girl that was in there that really, helped him out a little bit. But yeah, I love how he did. He stood on top of the tire, and I wrote down Rocky style. So, I don't know what they're doing with this, but obviously he needs a manager. And John Cena would be perfect because you never give up, with John Cena. So, I'm just saying,
Yeah. You just saying. I'm just saying. We just saying. And what we saying is the next bout is going to be Samoa Joe versus Rhino. I almost feel like WWE was trying to build this like an epic match we've never seen before, but we have in TNA.
Wait, what's that? WWE doesn't recognize TNA as a real company. So what is TNA? Explain. Explain to me.
It was they had what they call a Monsters Ball match, and a couple other matches. I don't know if they've faced each other in Ring of Honor though, but I don't know. Still an awesome match. I'd love to see a feud between these two in NXT. Just a built-up feud. And it could also kind of help the younger guys, kind of show them how to build a feud, how to go about a feud, how to do matches. Especially bigger guys, because these two are bigger guys and they kind of know how to do moves better in the ring for bigger guys. So, I mean, guys like Bull Dempsey could learn from this. Guys like Bull Dempsey could learn from this. But our winner was Samoa Joe. So, like I said, I hope they continue this. I don't know what else they're going to do. With Rhino and Joe, they could do a lot of things with them. Joe could do more of a feud with Kevin Owens. Rhino can just gore people. Just whatever. Just gore everybody. Gore Michael Cole. Please gore Michael Cole. Just break him in half. Any thoughts on this match?
Well, it's not a gore unless you break him in half. If you don't break him in half, it's a spear. So I think people need to take some tips, from Rhino, because they need to learn how to gore. Because when he gets that gore, I get hype. It's like Mojo and Ryder are back out there. I get hype. And I stay hype. I want to see a gore in every match that I see Rhino in, and I've kind of been disappointed about the last like 2 or 3 because there hasn't been one. So, I think that they could do some good things with this feud though, because Samoa Joe and Rhino are 2 really good talents, and they have a ton of experience, and they could help out some of those younger guys, like Bull Dempsey or someone else besides Bull Dempsey. So, maybe like ZZ, they can help ZZ out. They can teach him how to move in the ring instead of roll. He rounds, so he rolls. They can help ZZ out. And Josh is a bigger dude too. They can help him out too. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. But yeah, I thought it was a good match. I was impressed. I want more from them though. I want more time. I want more, I want a gore at least one gore, at least. There's always room for one gore.
More. That is true. That is true. And that was your NXT review. And we're not done. We said it and we meant it. We are not done. Ring of Honor is right now. Right now. So, jumping right into it, we open with a Roderick Strong promo talking about his match against Jay Lethal, and how they went the full 60 minutes for a draw, which is cool. We don't really see draws much anymore in wrestling. He says the next time Jay Lethal defends the title, it'll be against him in a rematch. Thoughts on this opening promo that you texted me about? You were like, "Is your shower begins?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's how
Yeah, I definitely liked the fact that this match ended in a draw because because it's gotta be at least a really a pretty good match to end in a draw. Like you have people paying money for it, and it doesn't because I think the typical thing to do would be ended by DQ, but no, Ring of Honor went a better way, probably the best way to extend a feud and go completely 60-minute draw at that. I didn't get a chance to watch this match, but I'm sure it was really good. And I feel like it is a good way to continue this feud. It may be the best way to continue this feud because you don't want to make either one of them look weak. And they kind of made it look like Jay Lethal was going to tap, as right near the end there. So you never know what could happen. Um, I want to see this match again, or for the first time, or whatever. I want to see it. I want to see the match. I want to see.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of cool. They mentioned that I believe the first time Roddy won the title was against Tyler Black, aka Seth Rollins, which was cool. I don't know if DJ heard that because he walked away, and I don't know if he can hear me right now. You're an uggo. Anyway, so next we get to open the official show, we get War Machine versus the Young Bucks. And I don't know about you, but I got my ticket to the Super Kick party. I got it. I got my ticket. I was ready. I was pumped. War Machine started to started making quick work of the Young Bucks. Seemed like pretty much nothing the Bucks did even kind of phased War Machine in the beginning. But the Young Bucks did eventually start to take control. There was a point where Matt and Nick Jackson did their suicide dives outside. Nick did his suicide dive, and it looked like he injured his ankle. There was a point where I wasn't sure if it was a legitimate injury, because sometimes you can't tell if it's supposed to be in the show or if they actually hurt themselves. But Matt continued the match. AJ Styles comes out to kind of check on Nick, his fellow Bullet Club member. At this point, I was pretty sure it was just in the show. So after a while, AJ gets on the apron and goes for a tag, and the ref allows it. I was like, what? Since when can you just make yourself another? What? I don't remember this ever being a rule, but okay. I don't know. So AJ inadvertently takes out the ref. Nick comes back in, clearly not injured at all, with a set of super kicks to help the Bullet Club get the win. So maybe looks like they're building up a feud between the Bullet Club and War Machine, which I'm excited for. Anytime you get a ticket to the Super Kick party, it's a good day. It's a good day. Thoughts on this match? I can't hear you.
What's going on? Oh, there it is.
There we go.
All right. My first thought was, how is War Machine going to get over when they're going against the Young Bucks? Yeah, come on. I started watching this match and I was like, this crowd does not like War Machine. I thought that Ring of Honor took the crowd out of the match. They just took them out of the arena while the War Machine was in control, and then when the Young Bucks got back in control, they came back in. Because I didn't hear anything when War Machine, maybe a smattering with boos, but other than that, I didn't hear anything when War Machine was in control. But yeah, I was like, all right, AJ Styles just can come back in, and I was like, I mean, AJ Styles can just insert himself into the match. And I was like, well, then again, he's AJ Styles. He can do whatever he wants to. So, AJ Styles doing what he wants. That's what he does. I love the shotgun knees by Rowan, though. I thought that was a really cool move. Or was it Rowan? Rowe. he does he resembles Eric Rowan a little bit. Rowe. Sorry. But yeah, I like this. I definitely like this. Styles ended up winning with the Styles Clash. And I definitely, I like the way, AJ Styles came in and Nick Jackson, he fooled us all. He tricked us all. Vince Russo, were you writing this? It was a swerve. Vince Russo. I see. I see what you're doing here. And you didn't tell me about it. but yeah, I definitely I like this match.
Yeah, definitely good match. So next we go back in the locker room. Adam Cole talks about going into a match tonight against his good friend Kyle O'Reilly. He says he's never gone into a match so unsure of who he is and what he stands for. This was a really good promo, I felt. Talking clearly, he's referencing the fact that he's not really sure what's going on with the Kingdom. And he's going into a match against his friend Kyle O'Reilly. If you don't know, they actually did debut together in a tag team, Future Shock, which was kind of cool. But I was excited about this match. I love Adam Cole. I love Kyle O'Reilly. So I knew putting them in a match together, it was going to be an awesome match no matter what. Any thoughts on this promo?
I definitely liked it, because of who was in it. Adam Cole, baby. So I was definitely excited going into it. But yeah, I was more excited for the match. He kind of told us everything we already knew. He kind of cleared it up for us. There's no dissension between, the Kingdom and I, and all of that. So he kind of cleared it up a little bit for us. He popped that Claritin for us. He gave us that Claritin. So I appreciate it, Adam. I appreciate it, baby. I do.
So yeah. Next we get Cedric Alexander, baby. No, doesn't work. Okay. Versus the Romantic Touch, baby. What? No. All right, whatever. I tried.
What about Beta Scott, baby?
No, not really. No. So Cedric attacks the Romantic Touch before the bell even rings. This match definitely kind of built up Cedric Alexander's kind of heel gimmick. After the match, which Cedric Alexander wins. After the match, Veda Scott tries to get Cedric to rip off the Romantic Touch mask and expose Rhett Titus. Caprice Coleman, who has been at the announce table, comes in and tries to stop Cedric and gets shoved down for his trouble. Poor guy. He was just trying to help, man. He's just trying to be a friend. Followed by Moose coming out. And I think like everyone came out. I was like, my grandma came out for a second. My uncle was up there. I saw DJ. Just everybody came out. Cedric retreats, like a coward, the cowardly heel. But any thoughts on this? Obviously building up a feud between Moose and Cedric Alexander with Caprice Coleman in there, because why not?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I really wanted the Romantic Touch to be Tommaso Ciampa. I don't know why. Like the way, like I saw him with the mask on, I'm like, he kind of resembles Tommaso Ciampa a little bit. And then I looked it up and I was a little bit disappointed because I've never seen that guy before. So I was like, no, it's not Tommaso. I don't know why they would put Tommaso under a romantic touch mask, but who knows? But yeah, this match was basically building more of Cedric's heel gimmick with the drop kicks because he does not care about the romantic touch. Touch did get some stuff going there, but Veda with her whole thing, getting involved, kind of turned the tide, and that's what led to Cedric winning. Um, I thought it was funny, Veda was cutting her little promo, and she was like, "All you have to do," and one of the fans or a couple of the fans said, "Bo, leave," and I was like, yes, yes, that's all you have to do. But I just thought that was funny. I caught that. I was like, yes. Yeah, Caprice comes in and he gets pushed down. I was like, oh, that's not nice. And then Moose comes in and there will be no pushing a moose. Moose. I was already hyped after watching the Hype Bros earlier on in the day with NXT, but then Moose came out. Yeah, we was good. I think I was fine. Going into the rest of this show. But yeah, I'm excited for this because I know Moose and Cedric can put on a good, nice little match.
I can't believe you didn't know Rhett Titus. He used to be in a tag team with your boy Kenny King. What's wrong with you?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What were they? Chippendale dancers together?
Similarly, yes. No, they were the All Night Express in Ring of Honor.
Well, that was before my Ring of Honor times.
Oh, well. He's still your boy. So, one of your, 100 boys. I don't know. Are Dalton Castle's boys your boys, too? Because, do you have to share them, or...
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to hire them to, help me to school tomorrow. I need a place to sit, during band camp tomorrow. So, I'll probably, hire them to help me out a little bit. People are probably going to be like, why are Dalton Castle's boys here? I'm just going to be like, money pays, money buys the good stuff. The boys.
All right. So next, we get a backstage promo from none other than Jay Lethal and Truth Martini. I really love these Ring of Honor backstage promos, especially when they're in front of the lockers, with either a belt hanging off the locker or sometimes there's a t-shirt or something. It kind of just brings back that kind of old school feel, back when, you didn't have these special sets like WWE has, where it would just be in a locker room and it felt like it was an actual locker room. It didn't feel like some gimmicky kind of thing. So that I love that, just the simple things like that. But Jay Lethal and Truth Martini talked, so that was all else. I didn't really write too much about this. I was ready for wrestling. Any thoughts on this promo?
Yeah, anytime Jay Lethal is talking, I'm listening. I really like Jay Lethal's mic skill. If we would if there was a rating in a wrestling game for mic skill, I feel like Jay Lethal would be at least 95 and above. I really feel like he's the best when I listen to him talk. When I listen to him say I'm the best, I feel like he's the best. He's just he's so persuasive with the way he says it. I guess maybe because he says it enough times, or I don't know, but and plus I love Jay Lethal anyway. But I just really feel like he's the best. When he says he's the best, he's the best. And add in, sprinkling in that little bit of Truth Martini that they put in there too. Truth Martini, I love him too. I like this alliance that they have. But yeah, I'm excited, to see where this is gonna go. Is Roddy gonna get his, is he gonna get his title shot? Because Jay Lethal basically said you go to the back of the line, so I don't know. He did mention I think who was it, O'Reilly, and did he mention the romantic touch in this or something? Like I can't remember off the top of my head who he mentioned, but he was like, there's other contenders like Kyle O'Reilly and like the romantic touch. I can't remember if he said that, but
I forgot who he said, but
he said someone that was like just out of the ordinary.
I don't know. But I mean, I guess he has good mic skills, when he's the Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. But
What? No. Well, yeah. I mean, yes, but this Jay Lethal too. Have you heard that man?
I don't know. Maybe.
And plus, he even said at the beginning, what does this title smell like to you? And True Martini says chicken coop, and I was like, yes. And he talked about wiping the stains of the previous holders of his title away, becoming the best. This man's the best, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, when he's the Black Machismo, I'm just saying. Anyway, let's get to the match of the night, which was actually two matches in one, which was exciting. I was pumped. Yeah. Did you not watch this match? You're looking confused. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I watched it, but I didn't get a chance to really take notes on it like I wanted to because my computer decided it wanted to restart because my computer hates me. So yeah. But I did watch it. I watched all of it. And I even watched, part of it again because I didn't know exactly what time that it restarted.
All right. Anyway, I'll do all the work. This was one of those matches that I love. It's not a feud, but it's just a great match because they know each other so well, and they're friends, so they can just kind of go out and they're former tag team partners, so they can just go out and have a really good match. It did end in disqualification with Daniels getting involved, who was at ringside. So after the disqualification, Adam Cole proposes that Future Shock reunites for one night only, which I hope is not one night only, and takes on Daniels and Kazarian. Kazarian came out afterwards in his ring gear because Kazarian wears his ring gear everywhere, but Daniels doesn't because Daniels was in street gear. I don't understand it. The logic didn't make sense. I don't know. But so we got a very impromptu match, Future Shock versus The Addiction, which was awesome. O'Reilly and Cole together are awesome. They had a really good, they work really well together. They're really fast. They're fast, but they're really in sync. There were moves that they did together that was like, there's no way that they haven't been teaming for so long. Like, it seemed like it was like riding a bike. It's like they never lost a beat. Sabin, does come out eventually and kind of joins The Addiction to attack Bobby Fish, who came out, and Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. So I feel like they're building up maybe a triple threat match, which would be awesome to have, The Addiction and Chris Sabin versus Red Dragon and Adam Cole. I think that would be a really good match to have. But then the Kingdom comes out to the entranceway, so I'm not really sure what's going on. There's a bunch of stuff that they could do. Obviously, Adam Cole looks like he's leaving The Addiction or the Kingdom. So I'm just excited to see where this goes. I feel like it's going to be awesome no matter what they do. Any thoughts on these matches that you didn't write notes on? Because
Yeah, I definitely have thoughts. I noticed right away that Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole had good chemistry together. You know, you could tell that they were, and this was just in a one-on-one match. You know, you could tell that they know each other and they know how to work with each other, um, which I think is always really really cool to see. But Daniels, he did end up interrupting this match. My, I was like, wait a minute, they still got like 7 minutes left in this show. There's got to be something else that's gonna happen, or they're just gonna play a long commercial. What's going on here? Um, and then when Kazarian came out and they made a tag team match, I was like, okay. Um, you know, Cole, like you said, I felt like Cole and O'Reilly worked together like they were a tag team, like they tag team like yesterday. Like it was like they never had stopped tag teaming. And I thought this was really cool. Cole ends up winning by the O'Connor roll, and the Addiction with Saban's help, they do attack. Bobby Fish does come out, and then the Kingdom look on from the stage. I guess this is where Saban's gonna come in because Saban hasn't been around for a while since the first turn. So maybe this is where he comes in with the whole Red Dragon and Cole versus Saban and the Addiction, or maybe they'd just be the Knights of the Rising Dawn. I'm not sure. But good to see Bobby Fish because he's not injured now, so that's good. I don't know what they're gonna do with the Kingdom either. Maybe they'll have like a triple threat tag team match because they all have, I think, legitimate beef, together. So I think they could do a triple threat tag team match and probably do just as good. But yeah, and I thought both of these matches were really good. I I'm not sure if they can do triple threat six man though, because I forgot the Kingdom only has two members now. So I don't know. I just remembered that two male members. They could put Maria out there, but yeah. I'm not sure if they want to take the risk. But yeah, I'm interested, in this. I'm interested to see where they're gonna go. They got so many like branching storylines, they could go with here. So I'm definitely interested. Definitely intrigued.
Yeah. So it's gonna be good no matter what they do. So I'm just excited.
And by the way, one more thing, Maria Kanellis looks great. I love her a lot. she like is very consistent to me. I see her up there. She looks mad. She looks great. She's happy. She looks great. She gets hit by a Pele super kick combo. She looks great. She's just consistent. But Maria's doing her thing.
All right. Well, we know that Maria Kanellis looks good no matter what, and that's pretty much kind of sums up your Ring of Honor and NXT reviews. I think. Maybe no.
They look good no matter what. Is that what you're going with?
Yeah. Let's. I don't know, but that's your reviews. So hope you enjoyed, and we will see you for Tough Enough. Yeah, it's coming up. It's getting down to the wire in Tough Enough. We're about down to, what is it, 4, 5, 6, somewhere around there. I don't know. But I'm excited. If you haven't already, go add Sarah Lee on Snapchat. She you get some good stuff in there. She doesn't reply or anything to me, but that's cool. Sarah, my girl, but whatever. But yeah.
Hey, Georgia hasn't even added me yet.
I'm sorry about that. But we will talk about that later, and hopefully we'll have that video on the top 7 or whatever superstars that will not make it on the main roster. Apparently, put my boy freaking Sami Zayn on there. How dare you, good sir or ma'am, whoever wrote that. But yeah, we will see you at a later time. Peace.